What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Isn't it an excellent day for an exorcism? I finally have done a face reveal behind the radio voice. So, yes, this is me. And yeah, what can I say? So, I am going to test this stuff out and hopefully everything is working okay. I don't know if chat is working because I am using a plugin. I don't know if I can see chat or if do I have to keep another window open to look at chat. It's a little bit thing. Plus, also, I'm not used to having headset and having a bit of an audio echo. Not crazy, but I'm coming in sounding good. What can I say? No, there's a lot of people streaming tonight. I know Rich is streaming tonight. I know Jay is streaming tonight. I don't know if Jay's finished. Uh, one's
We're gay.
what can I say? So yeah. Uh as you can see, I've decided to take my talents other than just being, on One's stream and, popping into his Discord from once in a while. What's going on, Luke? Hope everything is good. Yeah, the stupid other chat thing that I have, the chat ninja, is not working as of right now. So I may have to fix that thing up, which sucks, but it is what it is. So hopefully everything else is coming in okay. The camera, of course, I need to work on. I bought lights. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. I have the Stream Deck working, but it's not absolutely perfect. But whatever. These are growing pains that are going to take time. And I just hope that people can enjoy my gameplay and, me spurging out. First of all, I am going to say this. I am not a very good gamer. Some people may even say could possibly, well, I say this to myself. I'm very critical to myself. They may say that I'm worse than Phil. And if you know who Phil is, well, yeah. Just remember, Phil.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
They are.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
I'm laughing at you right now. But I'm gonna try and keep my content so much like away from Phil. I may do some commentary here and there with ones. We haven't really figured anything out, and again, I have no real set schedule. I'm not that anal to be like, okay, I'm gonna start a set schedule and I'm gonna meet up on these days because again, I do have personal things going on in life. I do have some responsibilities to take care of, so I can't really commit to a certain schedule. But I would like to make this thing a little bit better. Nobody can be worse than Phil. Hey, you never know. You never know. What can I say? I mean, I, I just started this new season with Diablo, which we're going to get into the gameplay in a minute. Again, I just wanted to show the face behind the voice. I know some people are like, oh my God, why would you do that? Why would you expose yourself? And again, camera's going to get better in time. Other things are going to get better in time. And again, I definitely I know that I have monetization on. I know that super chats are available. I know that there's memberships, but there's no goal. I'm not asking for money. If people want to contribute, I'm not going to turn around and be like, "No, no, no, don't contribute," or anything like that. But it's not mandatory. I don't like the fact that you're spending time with me and watching my terrible gameplay or just associating with me. That's icing on the cake for me. If I could come in, I'm never gonna expect to be like a big streamer. That's not my goal. But I'm also not gonna be one of those guys that's gonna be like, oh, this is our safe space. I think or we need to build a community. Well, I love having a community. Don't get me wrong. I love sitting in Rich's Discord and Jay's Discord, and once in a while popping in and talking to everybody, and even One's Discord. But I don't know if I want to build a Discord for myself yet. Now, am I going to turn into some big streamer? I don't think so. A lot of people believe because of my voice and my personality and possible charisma that I could probably take it to another level. But again, we are starting from the bottom and we're going to work our way up and we'll see what happens. If I can even get 10 people to watch me today, 12 people, I would be ecstatic. But on that note, shall we get to the gameplay? Gotta switch everything over now. Again, there's a bit of a delay because what's going on, ones? Is everything all right with you? I fell asleep. This stream was originally scheduled for 7 o'clock. And unfortunately, sitting there and watching Rich play Bloodborne, which, by the way, shout outs to Review Tech USA. I know a lot of people give him crap and stuff like that. But, he's like Jay, like Ones. He's another reason why I'm streaming. And also, the biggest shout out, and I wish she was here. Yeah, I remember. I thought I saw you in chat. You're like, oh, it's nap time. It's 3 o'clock. Going for a nap. It was like 4 o'clock. I was like, okay, let me just go lay down and look at my phone for a second. Yeah, that didn't last. Next thing you know, I wake up. It's like 6:30. I haven't eaten. I'm like, oh, wait. I'm supposed to stream at 7. And it's like, ugh. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Let me know audio-wise if I'm coming in okay. I've installed filters. I don't know if it's loud enough or how it's working out. Again, the stupid chat ninja thingamajiggy plugin. I guess it's not running proper. And you stayed asleep by accident. We all did. That's what I mean. I just finished up eating, and I had a friend of mine text me. She's going through some stuff, but I was like, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. The other thing is I did turn down the actual gameplay in the background thing, so you can probably hear more of my voice and not so much. Also, I'm just worried about copyright claims because of music and stuff like that. Maybe a little too loud on the voice. I can always turn that down, which I am going to do right now. Again, Ones is like my audio guy, pretty much. I hope everything goes silky smooth. Again, the only problem is now, because of this chat thing, now I gotta friggin' figure out another way to bring out YouTube chat so I can at least watch it while I'm playing a game, and I can at least like look over and stuff instead of having another, window open and trying to go through that. Again, I'm so pissed off. Like I said, it's little things like this that, hopefully in the future work things out. That's why it's called a global test stream today. This has nothing to do with, copyright claims are going to always happen. Batting like 20 of them right now. Yeah, you know what? Because for the starting of the stream, I I was using Rich's Christmas thing from last year. Luckily for that music, it's copyright free, so I didn't see any claims come up saying that. But I have some other music and stuff like that in the background that yeah, and I got to get Streambot. I got to get a bunch of things. Again, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I wasn't going to stream today. But I went into Jay's Discord last night, and I was talking to Jay and Ones, and it's like, stop hesitating. Just get your ass. You're pretty much ready to go. You have the voice, Now can you show that you have the talent? Let's see. Again, I get 20 people to watch me. That's a good day. And again, I'm not asking for support. I'm not asking for money. You know what I mean? I need that money. No, I don't even want to say it. It's so fucking... Ugh, I hate it. I hate people that beg, man. I really do. It's terrible to say that, because, again, there are times when people go through things in life and you need a bit of a helping hand and stuff like that. And you reach out to family or you reach out to friends and they help you. But that's what that's what it is. They're friends. They're there to help you and you're there to help them if you have the chance. Yeah, just rip the Band-Aid off. And that's what I did. And again, Everything is probably delayed because, like I said, I'm rewatching my own stream, which once I start gameplay, I can't do. So I have to literally, I gotta see. I don't want to press anything that's gonna screw my stream. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna leave it as is, and if I can get things to work, I'll get things to work. You know, which sucks because, like I said, it works for this. Like, who's Lucy? Does it show it on screen? Well, whatever. Anyways, I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. Maybe about an hour. Again, I'm just testing everything. I'm a big Diablo fan. You know, there are other ARPG games like Path of Exile, Path of Exile 2, Last Epoch that I would eventually, in time, would like to play on stream for you all. But again, Diablo. I may even go back to Diablo 2. I do have Diablo 2 Resurrected. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus. Ones. Seriously? Thank you very much for the $2. Is he like? I'm actually gonna get emotional now. That's like it was another funny thing because one of my Japanese fans. Oh, by the way, for any of my Japanese viewers that are sitting there going, "Oh God," you know, I am gonna do some Japanese style streams, meaning I'm gonna be playing games, be English subtitles, but Japanese. Gotta get those notifications working next. Yes, I do. Like I said, I gotta really like fix up this Chat Ninja thing now. Whatever. What can I say? Eventually, I will fix it up and get everything crispy and running. The fact that the stream, you know, I don't see any lost frames or anything like that yet. Now, again, Diablo 4 is not a very heavy or intensive game. And again, I'm not running it. I'm running it on high, but I think it's like a 1080p. I don't even think I have it at like 1440p or anything like that. So, unfortunately, I gotta figure out something so I can. All right, I may have to put that over here so I can at least watch the chat while I'm playing. Different screen. Second. Right now. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go live on Discord. So again, this is the new season of Diablo. It's season 11. I forget the name of the season right now. Basically, now the lesser evils have invaded. What is it, Tristan? I'll show you over there. Now, I've been playing it for a while. I'm at Paragon 85, but I am still not exactly where I want to be. You know, I am going to be doing some pit pushing and going through a lot of the hell tides and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm going to be keeping an eye on chat. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you. I'm going to try and keep myself, you know, talking this whole time. So what can I say? Okay, so why is somebody messaging? Just give me a second. Mike, I'm not even going to... It's my good friend. He's actually watching me. But he left me a comment, and it's a comment I can't really talk about. Nothing racist or anything like that. He's just like, your character's DEI. I'm like, are you serious? They did add a paladin class. And once I buy the DLC, it'll open up the paladin class. Now, again, please, I'm not asking for $50. Not asking for anybody to... It's not going to be a goal for me to get the paladin class or to unlock. You know, eventually, when I get paid from work, I do have a job. And once the Christmas season is over, I am going to take care of everything. And I'm going to buy the paladin class. And I'll be ready for the new expansion when it comes out in April. I'm bloody excited. I think once I was in his chat when we were watching the Game Awards. And I originally thought the Divinity was Diablo 4. I was like, yes, there's Mephisto. And then it was like, oh, wait, it's Divinity. And Divinity is a good game. Like, Divinity 2, Original Sin. I was going to ask once, can you still play that online? Divinity? And, like, that may be an interesting stream. Like, get a bunch of people who have the game and do like a D&D style experience with that game. Again, I haven't really talked to ones. I haven't even talked to Jay about it or anything like that. That would be interesting. Be different too. Anyways, let me break down some stuff, and then we're gonna get into the pits and the hell tides. Now, I know I'm very OCD when it comes to certain things. I know that you can mark everything as junk and just, you know, delete everything and go from there, but I just up there. It's the same thing with when I build up my tree of whispers. I know that in town they have the crows and stuff like that where I can go and just do that. Okay, the current hell tide is right here, and Juriel is there. Okay. Shall we get into it?
Let's go.
All right. I'm just marking anywhere just so I can get there, and let me get on my trusted steed, and away we go. Hi-ho, silver. And again, as you can see in my terrible AI thumbnail, it's a blood wave necro, and it's not perfect, but it's getting there. You know, unfortunately, I'm still not at Torment 1. Once I'm at Torment 1, then I could be like, all right, now I can do some damage, and I could really push. And of course, I have Force Explosion, and of course, I have the little guys that come out and they just bombard everywhere, which is always nice to see. Gotta have that crowd control, you know what I mean? Bloodway. Do I have? I hate these parasites. They're annoying. But of course, you have to build it. What are these things? Come on. I just love it. It just takes everything out. But again, it's still not where it needs to be. Probably going to work on it a little bit more offline. Unlike Phil, I like to play my games, you know, offline. I don't have to sit there and be like, no, it needs to be on screen. It needs to be for my viewers to watch so they can donate and tip and only like 200 people watching. You know, for a channel that has over 200,000 subscribers, they can get like less than 5% watching. Anyways, why do I crap on him? Why am I crapping on him? You know what, Luke? With the Paladin build, Paladin is so it's OP. It is like, you know, it is a big breath of fresh air. You know, again, the game fundamentally, is it as expansive and like as crazy as Path of Exile or even Path of Exile 2? No. And eventually I do want to try the Druid class for Path of Exile 2. So, Black Sheep, I know you once in a while like to dabble in Path of Exile, you know, Path of Exile 2, not the original. Mind you, even the original is still good. They still have seasons. It's fun. You know, but again, that's a real time. Yeah, I hope you give Diablo another try. I'm trying to get ones to get into playing Diablo. Let's see what happens. I have another friend of mine that he was playing, but he likes to play hardcore. Hardcore. I remember we were doing one character in the last season. Here's a paladin. Look at the floating hammers. Look at the floating hammers. The hammers are flowing. You know what? if he's here and he's willing to fight Juriel with me, then let's do it. Oh, I already put one. Okay, let's go. Blood wave and a bunch of explosions. I love it. I love it. Again, I still got to get used to the fact that the code so I can hear everything. I have to go an echo, which sucks. Again, it's the mixer, but I mean, as long as I'm sound crispy and good and it's, the gameplay is not too loud. I noticed, by the way, if anybody wants to watch or critique, I did put the original test stream that I did with ones that I had, it was unlisted. It wasn't private, it was unlisted. You know, and that's when we first originally set up when we were playing Call of Duty. Well, I was playing Call of Duty when I was doing Newtown, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I had noticed, for me personally, like, ones was coming in great on Discord. The gameplay was coming in good, but me personally, I did not. Oh, there's Jericho. Look at these guys. Look at they one shot. I didn't even get a chance to friggin' hit him with a friggin'. Oh, that's terrible. Look at that ring. And by the way, I'm not one of those. I will admit this, and a lot of people are gonna laugh at me. Let's go to the high heavens. A little bit. Oh, is it a little bit too loud? Okay. Well, now that you told, I like that. We just turn it down. All right. Ones, let me know. Just continue to monitor for me if you don't mind. All right, let me get back. No, man. Do I have any divine favors? No, not yet. Where am I at? 10,000 of 16. Okay. Break down some of this crap. Not all crap, but the blues and the things. Banishment. These I don't need. These I don't need. These I don't need. That. I already have one. Don't need it. Exceptional boost. No. There's a crit. Well. No. Fine. Splintering Bone Breaker. If I was doing a Bone Spears, then I would be like, yeah. Oh, did I just? Wow. See what happens? I just an ancestral friggin' gear. I just like broke it. Whatever. I'll find others. Okay. Thanks, ones. I know you got to run to the store. I know probably like-minded is like, probably wants you to get something. Get some milk. You need some milk. Again, my OCD, my affects of power and stuff like that. I just want. If you want to call it OCD. Yes, I am on play. No, this is on PC. I do have this for PlayStation, but I let my PlayStation thing expire. To be quite honest with you, Luke, I do have a Elgato capture card. The HD 60X, which means it has a 4K pass through, so I can stream that if I want to. And originally, before I set up the camera and the streaming stuff and everything like that, I was, just streaming directly from PlayStation onto YouTube. And it was okay, I mean, I could still do that, but at least here you get to see me. I can, do things like this to ones. We're gay! Because, we're gay. What can I say? Again.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It is an excellent day for an exorcism. I like having the soundboard. It's little things like that that I enjoy. What the hell now? Also, I'm going to try do my best not to swear so much. I know a lot of people swear on this platform. Why did I freeze? Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Something in my stash. What is it? Predator or Audacity. Don't need. All right. Back to the Hell Tides we go. Any of these sections that you see there, this is pretty much the Hell Tides. I will. Ooh. World boss and six. Ooh, we could do a world boss. Definitely do a world boss. I mean, I've already picked. Did I? No, it's a new week, so I get a new weekly spoils. Ooh, I'm excited. Little things like that get me excited. By the way, I totally forgot to mention her, but shout out to Lynx. This channel I've had since 2005. I was like one of the, I'm not gonna turn around and say, oh, I started YouTube and stuff like that. I was one of the originate content creators. No, at the time when I was on YouTube, I was creating soccer clips for the Greek national soccer team because they had just won the Euros in 2004, and I needed a place to put my videos up, and YouTube was there. And then eventually, when it got bought out by Google, I was like, oh, right, But again, it had nothing to do with monetization. But then all of a sudden, I'm like, you got a copyright claim from UEFA. So all my content had to be taken down. It's like, here we go. So eventually, I was going to transition to something else. And some of those videos are actually still on the channel. And they're old paintball videos that when I went to go play paintball with my nephew, who was, like 10, 11 at the time. Now he's 26 and, he gets on my nerves, but what can I say? But yeah, that was the original thing. And then eventually, I uploaded some stuff on Fist of the North Star because I'm a huge fan of Fist of the North Star. And I found the one game that was, it wasn't like really like it was weird because it takes place in the universe, but it's like a different timeline and a different like aspect of the story. Like certain characters that are supposed to be dead from the anime are in this game, and it's weird. But that video, for whatever reason, has 1.7 million views in Japan. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I guess a lot of my subs and stuff like that are from Japan. So again, I have to cater to a Japanese audience eventually. Because, I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Oh, I do have a whisper. Ooh, oh. And whatever. I was also at the time during the pandemic, I was just streaming a bunch of video games with me and my friends, that unfortunately couldn't get together because of the pandemic. So we used to sit there and play DayZ all the time. And for whatever reason, I don't know what happened, but my channel got taken down. And of course, going through the algorithm, you try to fight the case, and unfortunately, they were like, no, there's nothing we could do about it. There's some sort of gross violation. I'm like, what violation? I don't use like, any sort of like malicious software or I'm peddling any sort of thing. Like I'm not trying to put, like do crypto videos or, doing other like, illegal activity. But eventually, like I said, you just go through the algorithm and it's like, it automatically gives you a decision. You're like, okay, well, there that goes, there goes my YouTube channel. And again, shout out to Lynx because she gave me the link. She's like, why don't you give it a try? See if you could recover your account. And lo and behold, I put a request in, and next thing you know, it's like, congratulations, you're back on YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, that's great. I got my channel back, but all my videos are gone. No. All my videos were there. And we're talking I lost the channel back in 2021, and I got it back in 2025. So this is why I tell Rich, give it a try. See if you could get your channel back. You know what I mean? Oh, did you? Fist of the North Star is a very, very interesting anime. Because I remember when I was in my teens. My friend will understand this. Movies for You, my buddy Lawrence gave me a copy of Fist of the North Star to go watch it. And it was like the bloodiest anime movie I'd ever seen. I'm like, oh, this is a new favorite. But then when I actually got the money to buy the actual series, like the actual television series, one, it's ultra cheesy, like super cheesy. And while it does show like a lot of the violence, there's no blood. And it's like, uh? But it's left a lasting impression, and I'm very, very happy that I got to enjoy that. Like I said, I think I have the DVDs, the whole series. I never actually bought the what you call it. What are the books called again? It goes. I'm having a brain fart. Maybe I'm talking too much. Oh yeah, my OCD. Tree of Whispers. All right. And again, because of the, I believe the Christmas greater gift. No. Eight. Different this one. Okay. Gift of the Tree. Another friggin' rune word. Well, I haven't created any rune yet, but Helltide will finish in 5 minutes. Then I'm going to go to the pit. You just make things so much easier for me. Another rune. Again, the yellow stuff. Yeah, I can build it. You know what? Let me take it and just break it all down. Now, again, I'm not going to be really working on my Paragon board or because again, my actual build, like what I need, what I don't need. Because to be quite honest with you, I'm going to be honest. I use a guide from maxroll.gg. And a lot of people are like, you're a cheater. You're using a guide. You're using this. You're using that. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to sit there and try to solve everything and try to fix, you know, my gear. Okay, let me see. No, I don't need that. Don't need that. Bloodgetter, Boneweave Threads. Your skeletal priests are not. The Bonewave Closet. No. First aura have. Right. I'm just gonna break it all. Just break it all. Let me store my gems because for whatever reason I don't like carrying gems. Bro, you see, don't worry about it. A lot of people use guides. Yeah, you know, and Max Roll, they're saying that the Shadow Blight Necro and the Bloodwave Necro are like S tier. But again, Paladin is OP. Paladin builds are the OP build. Don't get me wrong, Barbarians are still up there. There's a couple of Spiritborn, few Druids. They're always fun. But the funny thing is, my friend can attest to this. I play way too much Necromancer. I like the dark arts, you know what I mean?
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Okay, I don't want to go too crazy on you guys. All right. Okay, the Helltide's gonna finish, so I'm not really gonna worry about that. So, ooh, the world boss. 7 minutes. Yeah, let's go. Gonna wait around for 7 minutes. Again, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Like, if you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to subscribe. And again, if you become a member, of course, you don't have to worry about the ads and stuff like that. And it'll help, but again, I am not pushing for memberships. I am not pushing for tips. I am not pushing for anything. Yes, I love Necro. But my thing is I keep doing Bone Spear. And Bone Spear, it can be very powerful. Don't get me wrong. But at also at times it can be very, very squishy. And when you try to do like pushing of the pit and stuff like that, too slow. But again, Bone Spear, if anybody has played Diablo 2, will understand that Bone Spear is like, it's a classic. It's a classic. It's the same with the Paladin now with the hammer build. You know, it's a classic. Anyways, let me... Why the hell did that... Okay, let me get back on my horse. You big dumb. Get on it. More Barbarian. My friend plays Barbarian. Ah. Too much Necro, more Barbarian. Yeah. I did try to do a sorcerer. Was it a sorcerer build? I definitely did. What was the other build that I did? Rogue. But I didn't really... I liked it, but I didn't, like, pursue it. Now they're in the Eternal Realms. This is, again, this is for Season 11. Every season I start a new character, and I definitely don't go through the storyline, unlike some other people. Al. Anyways, let's run around for the next 5 minutes. Too much Necro. More Barbarian. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. What the hell is this? See, look it. No, but Paladin, like I said, when I get paid and once Christmas is over and done with and everything's taken care of, I'm definitely going to buy Lords of Hatred. We're going to unlock the Paladin and then wait until April. I do want to do a Paladin build, to be quite honest with you. See, the thing with Diablo 3, it wasn't Paladin, it was a Crusader. And the Crusader build was fun. But for me, the top tier when it came to Diablo 3 was friggin' a monk. Oh, monk builds were so much fun. I'm sorry. Necro were good, but nah, man. Monk first Diablo 3 was like OP. I loved doing monk builds. I think I still have like 1 or 2 monk builds on my my PS4 account. And once in a while, once a new season, and that's the good thing is that they continue to put seasons out for Diablo 3, but again, with 4, Path of Exile, there's a lot of good ARPGs. I bought Last Epoch. I still haven't set it up and got it going. Eventually, probably now that I'm streaming, I'm probably going to do that. I hope. Sorry for the wait. The world boss will appear in the next 3 minutes. Barbarian. Maybe. I keep saying that. It was like my OCD is kicking in. Let me know. I don't see anybody complaining that the stream is choppy or anything like that. You know. You know what? Sorcerer builds? I don't know. I just didn't put the time and effort into it. Now, why does my phone keep going up? I probably know who it is. Oh. Really? It's a he, by the way. I just read your message, Al. It's a he, by the way. You guys are my friends are the worst. They are the worst. What are you talking about? I forgot to pick up my underwear. There's no underwear on the floor. I mean, my shoes are over there. Don't get me wrong. My Jordans are over there, but no, none of that. Come on. Don't make me look like that. Oh, I did forget the blanket that I used to lay down in the afternoon when I took my afternoon nap. Whoops. It's not underwear. It's a blanket. Okay. We're almost there. Look at it. I'm sorry I'm boring you all. You know, hopefully I don't lose viewers, but hopefully I get you guys back. More barbarian. That's gonna be the theme for the next little while. More barbarian. I mess around with the pair. The rest of them, unfortunately, I'm not gonna bring up maxroll.gg and go through every little thing right now. That I will do that off stream. And then the goal is to get to Torment 4. If I could get to Torment 1 either tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow, I wish I was streaming. But I got some running around to do, unfortunately. It's like I said, it's the Christmas it's the Christmas season. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Anyways, don't do that. If you've seen what's that movie? A Christmas Story? Is it a Christmas Story? Oh, here comes the world boss. Okay, time to shut up. What the? Oh, there he goes. And of course, miss my blood wave. Okay, my blood wave comes back pretty quick. And then, of course, with corpse explosion, if there's a bunch of corpses, well, be careful. That's all I needed. I don't need to die. Really? Well, at least we've got him more than halfway. Let me get these blood veils. But watch that kill me. Of course. No! That thing will fuck you up. That poison, look at that poison. Look at how it just takes away that energy. Takes away your life essence and stuff like that. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Get another blood wave. I know what a certain friend of mine wants me to friggin' do. He wants me... Holy Jesus today. No, he did. Let me pick up these blood bottles. Okay. Shabbat spoils. Take everything. You didn't drop anything else? That's it? That's it? Poor Rich. Poor Rich. Yeah, he was trying Bloodborne today, and it wasn't that... The frustrating thing about Rich, Review Tech USA, by the way, I'm talking about, is he gets lost very, very easily. Like in Bloodborne, you're like, okay, make a turn to the left. But he goes to the right, goes through the long-ass way, has to kill everybody. And it's like, bro, all you have to do is just go left and down the stairs, kill those two guys, go into the elevator, and away you go. I digress. What can I say? So that was a world boss, you know. Hope that was enjoyable. Not really. Let me see what it friggin' unlocks. Ooh, a nightmare sigil. Okay. What's this? No. That stuff's gonna get broken. Anyways. We are going to do some pits. I don't know if I could do Torment 1. I'll try, but I have a feeling I'm going to get bodied. I have a feeling I'm going to get bodied.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Intensely. Let's see. Okay. The last one I did was 7. I won't do a 10. I'll do a 9. Let's see what I can do. It's the radio voice, Luke. That's why I'm not boring. Blood wave. What's over here? What did I miss? Oh, Belial. Again, the lesser evils are back. Oh, F off. Luke, you remember Belial from, what you call it, from Diablo 3? Again, all the lesser evils, they're all here. The only one that's not here is, of course, the prime evils. Only Mephisto. No Baal, and definitely no Diablo. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, don't worry, Diablo's gonna come soon. I'm like, when? Mind you, I don't mind Mephisto. I do not mind Mephisto. At all. Like, actually, if you notice, like, my sidekick, the dog that, you know, picks up all the stuff, is actually the Mephisto wolf. But every time he barks, and, like, when I'm in town and stuff like that, he's annoying. He's like, "Arr!" It's like, oh my god, dude, shut up. Oh, get out of here with those things, man. Again, my aspects are not where they need to be a completely dominant blood wave build. And again, because I don't have Torment on lock, I can't get to a lot of the bosses, unfortunately. But if I do get it and I do beat it, then I am gonna go to Torment 1. Hopefully I'll do it on the stream. I hope so. Get out of here, Belial. The dream, you know what the dream is? Like, to be quite honest with you, like, for me streaming and stuff like that, is if Blizzard takes notice and they're like, oh, well, you know, let's send you a few things and stuff like that, because that would be like a dream come true. I get it, it's all corporate and it's different now. I mean, but at the same time, I would be like so appreciative, you know. And I'll be honest with you, like, I knew about Diablo 2, but I never really played it. I remember the original Diablo on PC, but I also remember it on PlayStation. I think I tried it once, but the controls and everything were just, at the time, thing. And then I really fell in love with Diablo at Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was like, yeah. I remember, like I said, myself and my buddy, we bought the game and we're like, yeah, this is fun. We actually did like the couch co-op to finish the campaign and stuff like that. And then we left it. We, you know, eventually I did buy the, what was the DLC again? What was it, Reaper of Souls or something like that? The one with death comes. Goes to show you how, you know, again, I'm getting, guys, you also have to understand, I'm an old man, you know. So sometimes my brain works, and some other times it's like, you know, it gets a little bit of a brain freeze and stuff like that. So I get worried that, you know, I'm going to end up, you know, forgetting things and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. Why did I? Yes, let the blood flow. Let it flow through your veins. Let it flow. Let the hatred flow. Unlimited power. Yeah, couch co-op. Oh, it's so much fun. I believe Last Epoch has couch co-op, but again, you have to have a PC until it comes out on PS5 and stuff. But I don't know if I'll buy it for PS5. Last Epoch, I tried for like a second, to be quite honest. Like, I bought it for my Steam Deck, and I gave it a try because it said it was Steam Deck verified. Steam Deck verified. I can't even speak. That's terrible. But for whatever reason, it got screwed up on one menu, and I was like, you know what? Let me go home and actually play it, and I haven't touched it. Not saying that I don't want to, because a lot of people say that Last Epoch is a very, very good ARPG. I'm an ARPG, like, you know, lately I've been, like, addicted to games that have, like, loot-based things, like Diablo. Another big thing was Destiny and Destiny 2. Unfortunately, Destiny 2 is, like, really gone down the shitter. The Division 1 and 2, you know, I used to play, you know, actually there's a few videos that are on my channel. They're old videos, and I used to play with some brothers from Chicago and stuff like that, and, you know, to this day, I keep in contact with them regularly and stuff like that, you know. But they've gone on to play, like, games like 2K, and I'm like, nah. I mean, I don't mind NBA 2K. I think the gameplay and everything is solid. It's just when it comes to characterization and creating for the park, it's too much, too many microtransactions and stuff. And I'm not a fan of microtransactions. You know, I hate Fortnite. Can't stand Fortnite. And even certain things like with Call of Duty. If I didn't have PC Game Pass, like Xbox PC Game Pass, I wouldn't buy Call of Duty this year. And the only reason I have it is, like I said, because I have PC Game Pass. But at the same time, hold on, I'm just checking something. At the same time, once the season comes out and everybody starts buying their skins and this, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I know Ones plays a lot of friggin' Call of Duty, but yeah, this year's Call of Duty is. Hence why, if you noticed, up here in Canada, it's already on sale. Like, it's almost like half price now. Which is like, okay, great. You know, what a bargain and stuff like that. But again, if it was a good, like, last year's, like, Black Ops 6 was 1,000 times better than Black Ops 7. You know, prove me wrong. Tell me that I'm lying. Mind you, the greatest Black Ops is Black Ops 2. I can play that. You know, there is ways that you could still play it online without having to worry about being in a hacker's lobby and stuff like that, because you know how the PC versions and stuff like that, especially the console versions, is a shame, man. It's a shame that you can keep the servers up and running, but, you know, you don't actually monitor what's going on, and people get their, like, you know, they get IP sniffed and stuff like that, and it's just, yeah, man, come on. Activision Blizzard, you need to do better. You need to do better, but again, I'm just calling out the developers for those things. Oh, Belial awaits you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are not liking COD at all this season. Or this year. Not at all. Oh, Belial. Oh, of course. Sure. Come with your big ass form. Ah, I hate that. Where are you, Belial? Look at that. I mean, it wasn't a one shot, but it was pretty close. Corrupted Eye of Belial, focus, 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 helm. And of course, my two that I have. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. How, when did it go? Come on. I think I could do Torment 1. I think I could do Torment 1. Should I try Torment 1? I think I could do it. This? Gospel of the Devotee. Oh, interesting. No. Open stone. Great score. Consumes a corpse, decreased damage per time. I think I need that. I may have to store that. Not sure. I have to look into it. So I'm probably going to stream here for probably another hour. And then watch this thing back and hopefully yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Torment 1. I think I can handle it, but at the same time, watch this. If they bring me those enemies that keep throwing those friggin' like poison axes, I get bodied so fast. It's not even funny. Oh, look at oh, come on. Yeah, let it. Oh, see, look at it. Look at those axes. Those axes are brutal. And it just breaks you down, and all of a sudden you're like dead. Yeah. Don't worry, I got you. I may be able to do it. See, I didn't have the blood wave the way it is right now. It's better, but it's not where it needs to be. Like I said, I have to be careful. There you go. Eat a blood wave. Come on, Belial. Ooh. Ooh. This is not even good gear. Oh my god. See what happens? Like I said, I've been working on this and I put certain aspects and certain things on certain gear and it's helped. But it's still not where it needs to be because I need a couple more pieces. Really? Corpse explosion. Necro. Come on, baby. Come on. You do this to me. Why you do this to me, Demi? Demi, why you do this to me? Yeah, I quote The Exorcist a lot. I'm sorry. Because again...
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Look at these friggin'... Look at those axes. You know, eat a blood wave. Oh, those friggin' maggots. Are they falling from the sky, too? I know the action is a little bit hot and heavy. Hopefully the stream is not lagging or anything like that. I don't see that I'm losing frames, so that's a good thing. Again, I was in a previous stream with ones. Like I said, I had it unlisted, and now I put it out, you know, for people to have a look at. We were working on getting the settings right, and we were pushing my system a little bit too hard when it came to the internet and stuff like that, and you know, I was having issues with it, so I was like, no, let's go down to 6,000, and then from 6,000 on, it's been pretty solid. Again, is the quality the greatest? Well, really? Really? Bro. 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 Are you for real? Ah! Doesn't mean anything. I just don't get a bonus clip, but I could still finish it. That's... Ah! On the destruction rig. Blow up. Blow up. They blow up the blood clot. Yeah, the Jamaican patois coming out now. I gotta do that again. Don't get me wrong, like, I could finish this, you know, but the stupid... some of the blow-up mechanics, I can't stand. You're just standing there like everything's good, and all of a sudden, you know, everything just blows up and you're dead. And it's like, come on, dude, seriously. Why you do this to me? Like that thing. Look at that. Corpse explosion. Corpse explosion and blood wave. I love it. You know what? I do want to do a Shadow Blight, but again, I'm not going to continue to just be, you know, doing Necro builds. I think a lot of people would be, like, bored of it. Again, I'm going to try and, do a friggin', once I buy, you know, Lords of Hatred, it'll unlock the Paladin build for this season. I'll be like, yeah, I want to definitely try this. Get out of here. It is a classic. The Exorcist and The Godfather are like two of my favorite movies of all time. All my hits are critical hits. Oh. Few boos from the gallery. I quote a lot of The Exorcist and The Exorcist 3. Exorcist 2 was terrible. And then the other movies that came out after that was just... Those are abominations. Just watch 1 and 3. And even some people don't like 3. And it's like, what? How can you not like 3? Ooh. Almost died there. See what happens when I'm talking too much? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, come on. Eat it. Look at those things. I eat them too. There's some people that message me. It's like, who is you? And it's like, oh, you. I need to be careful. I need to be careful. By the way, I'm not coming in double audio, I hope. Rich always has that problem. He always comes in with a double audio. Me, I'm trying to avoid that. Again, first time streamer when it comes to like setting up like, you know, OBS and, you know, getting screens and, or not screens, getting like, Belial awaits you. Okay. Why did I have to die, man? I mean, I'll be able to unlock Torment, which is going to be fun, but... Yeah. Where are you, Belial? Where are you? Okay, there you are. And of course, I don't have a thing. That was it? Bro, he was like one shot. Give me Abysmal. Reptile. Damn. That's it. Yeah. It sucks. Could have been more. You unlock 5 tiers. Isn't that lovely? Audio's fine? Thanks, Luke. Here. Probably do some nightmare sigils. I want ones with I could do again OCD Kill the Shed.
This is fine, as far as
Oop,
towers go.
the lag there. Uh-oh, that's no good. Did I drop any frames? No frame drops. That's always a good thing. And I unlocked. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hold on, let me just make sure I get chat back and running again. I'm doing the old-fashioned way, which sucks, but arm at 1. Here we go. Creator of Lost Souls, new layer boss. Talk to the priest. Where do I gotta go to? Curset? Where the hell's that? I gotta go all the way here? I'm glad I'm entertaining a bunch of people that they've actually stuck around for this whole time. I appreciate that. I really do. Again, I'm coming out of my shell when it comes to streaming, you know. I always had this thought that people would look at me and they're going to be like,
They're all gonna laugh at you! They're all gonna laugh at you!
maybe they are. But again, I'm not trying to make this a career or take this too serious. That's all. This is all in good fun. This is just to be around friends and to build a community. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, this is to unlock, forget what it's called.
Ancient beasts. They would have someone to do. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, this is to unlock the Dark Citadel. Yeah, I do. You know, that's the whole thing, is have faith in myself. And again, I got great people around me. Like Jay has been fantastic. Ones has been great. You know, Black Sheep's been around too, you know, giving me advice. Within the Ashes, she once in a while gives me some good advice too. You know, Rich was only the one that just basically said, like, you know, why don't you give content creation a try? You know, who gives a shit what anybody else says? If you know, stand on your merit and, you know, do your own thing, and the people will come to you. So again, am I going to be like Asmongold or anybody, you know, 100,000 viewers or whatever, 10,000 viewers? No. You know, I'm realistic, you know. But even if I was to get, like, say, like 100 or 200, I would be so appreciative and so, like, so happy, you know. But again, this is not my career. This is just, you know, I don't even know, like I want to do long form videos, and there's just a bunch that I want to do. Of course, the blood wave goes the wrong way. And again, like I said, I didn't want to stream tonight, one, because I wanted to watch Rich play Bloodborne, but also, you know, I have a weird work schedule where Mondays and Tuesdays are my days off. Like, you know, I'm working Christmas Eve, I'm working Christmas Day. I'm not asking for pity from anybody. You know, in Canada also, Boxing Day is considered a holiday. I'm working on Boxing Day. You know, and then eventually I'm going to go on vacation and go. My birthday is coming up soon. I'm just going to go enjoy my birthday. I turn 18 years old, you know, 18 and legal. Actually, I feel like I'm 18, but I'm definitely not 18. Unless I put like, should I put like filters on my camera like certain other streamers do, you know, to make themselves look young? I don't know. Should I? Get out of here with the, I hate those axes. Those axes are the worst.
I need to keep looking.
Papa.
Too late.
I'm still debating if I want to do a commentary channel. I had some people try to like talk me out of it. There are days I just want to grill Phil. Anyways, yeah, I'll help your friends. I even have a great name for it. It's very, because, you know, I come from a Greek background. Like, my parents are Greek, you know, even though I was born where I'm at in Canada. Oh, jeez. You think there's enough gold here? That's the trap. That's the trap. They tried to trap me. Look at that stupid thing. Look at that. Get a freaking blood wave. Get out of here. Almost died there. See what happens when you don't pay attention? Especially now that I'm on Torment. You know, while my gear can last, it's not perfect. Oh, 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 oh. Something just dropped. If it's what I think it is, I'm going to be like, oh my god. It better not be what I think. Oh. Ah! There's a certain pants that I'm looking for that are ancestral that will unlock the full potential of the blood wave. And that, unfortunately, isn't it.
Stop where you are. You're neither Castro nor Christian. Then you saw what happened to the others. We failed.
Okay, we don't need to go through the... Anybody else coming? Or do I have to stand in here like a dummy? Oh, there they are. Oh, jeez. Enjoy. Bye-bye. What in the world? Why is my thing... My phone keeps blowing up. I don't know why.
Greetings. Hello.
Hmm.
Hello.
I've unlocked the most useless activity because you have to work with others, and if you don't have a good team, you're not going to get past this. I think that's why a lot of people don't do this activity. They're like, fuck this.
I could use some assistance.
What did they draw? Where's the blacksmith? I know there's one here. am going to store these things. Not that I need them for my build, but
I could use some assistance.
deposit, deposit, deposit. I'm not sure if I need. Da, 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 da. Break it all. Break it all. I need... Again, my OCD. Map 4. Seasons. What did I unlock? Oh. Give me that. Give me that. Complete Enclave of Darkness. Let's see. View on map. It's done that. Okay. Let me get out of here. Above ground. Go to the bazaar and then I know I should have just went straight, but I always tend to do something like that. And yes, I am playing it with a controller. I'm playing with an old PS4 controller. Again, as much as I enjoyed computer games and stuff like that, I was never good with mouse and keyboard. Hence why I don't play a lot of Diablo 3 on PC. I bought it, and I have all the DLCs and everything like that, but I don't play it because I'm not good with mouse and keyboard. That, and you can't transfer your characters over, which, that sucks. Okay. What was the thing that they needed on the map that showed? You on map. Plug. Can I fast travel to it? In a sense, I can. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Of course, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, then welcome to subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Memberships is a different story, but I'm not pushing memberships or any sort of super chats or anything like that. Not my thing. While it's greatly appreciated, it's not mandatory. What we need to do is we need to get ones, you know, taken care of on YouTube so he could be, you know, in the partnership program. I know he's good with Twitch, but we need to get him on YouTube. Now, eventually, he may talk me into going on to Twitch. I don't like the partner split. You know, the fact that now it's like 50-50. I understand with ads and stuff like that, you can make a lot more money on Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to put the time and effort. Like, you know, one calls this the Japanese cheat code. And in a sense, yes, he is right. But am I really utilizing it to its full potential? Not really. No. You know, these things take time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't even know, like, you know, some people say, oh, great voice, you know, you could be very charismatic. You know, there's a lot, you know, there's certain people that do YouTube that, you know, they just don't have it, but yet they have a following. You know, 8-Bit Eric. No disrespect to the guy, but, you know, his voice is not, like, politics and things like that aside, you know, I'm not going to get into the whole politics stuff like that. Same with Smash JT. I'm not going to get into the politics, you know, but their voices are really what, like, you know, is a big reason why they're not where they're at. Now, you can say that I'm wrong. Doesn't matter. It's my opinion. Anyways, like Ones and Jay said, don't come on here to start beef and stuff like that, because yesterday in Rich's chat, I was going off on Ames, and yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth it. People will be people and trolls will be trolls. You just got to live with it. you know, and the fact that I'm starting from the bottom, you know, I don't need to start attracting, you know, trolls and stuff like that. That's all I need. Oh, what the hell am I? What did I walk into? Look at all the explosions. Look at the death. Oh, they all float, Georgie. They all float. And down here, you'll float too. Sorry, the radio voice comes out too much. Yeah. Yeah, I did notice that you did like it, and the fact that that you're here, Luke. Much appreciated. That, you know, I'm taking time out of your day to sit here and watch an old man struggle at Diablo. But, you know, luckily today, like, it hasn't been so bad. Thank God. Other than that one fail, but the fact that I unlocked Torment 1 is like, thank you. Thanks for subbing, by the way. And again, the other thing that I'm hoping that the ads are not too intrusive. I know I got ads on right now. I hope it's not too intrusive and it's not like too crazy. I have them on medium. If I'll ask Ones or anybody else, or I'll even ask Jay when he's not busy and stuff, to be like, what's the best setting when it comes to ads and stuff like that? That is not too intrusive, but you know, that, you know, you build a little bit of ad revenue and stuff. You know, if medium is okay, I hope it's okay. Now, again, you can either push YouTube Premium, or, you know, you can cheat the system and get a Brave browser and I don't mind. I'm not getting, well, I am getting, actually, yeah, I am getting paid by YouTube, so, but the subcontract. Bye. That's it. Get the premium. Don't get any ads. You know what? I was one of those people who was like, oh, I hate premium. I don't want to pay YouTube nothing and stuff. And I was one of those guys that used not a VPN, but I used an ad blocker. I do have a VPN. You know, I got it back up and running and stuff like that. You know, now that you're streaming, you got to be careful with your information out there and stuff. So, yeah, I used to watch a lot of stuff with the ad blocker, and then a couple years, was it last year or was it a year before, when they started the whole you know, blocking a lot of the VPNs, or not the VPNs, the ad blockers, and I was like, you know what? I spend more money sometimes on food on Uber, you know, just pay for the thing a month and just go from there. That's what I've been doing. So I enjoy a lot of ad-free YouTube. And especially for, like, imagine watching, like, a 12-hour stream. Like, you know, certain people are doing 12-hour streams today. You know what I mean? And you just get inundated with ads, and you're like, bro, enough. Please. Can't take it anymore. But it's all, you know, but the problem is, you know, ads here. And then if I start dual streaming on Twitch and possibly Kick. The only reason I would do Kick, I like it's just this, the ad spread, and no, I want a steak deal. But steak is not available in Canada, and I don't really need to get to that side of the degeneracy and like start losing all my money and gambling and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I enjoy going to the casino once in a while and playing some games, you know, some slot machines, some poker and stuff like that. But, you know, I see who's that streamer that I watch him crash out every time, and he's lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I keep forgetting his name. They are atrocious. They are. You know, like, I'm sure, I think some of my friends probably were like, okay, I'm watching, and it's like, oh, wait, there's too many ads. Fuck this. I'm trying to remember, who's that streamer? Like, I keep seeing his name and stuff like that. But he keeps losing, like, stupid amounts of money. I think he's in jail now. Get his name. Anyways, I don't want to turn into that the fact that possibly Phil may be getting a steak deal. By the way, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm speaking about DSP Darkside Phil. You know, and I shouldn't because that man's a cancer on any career, to be quite honest with you. But, you know, like I always say to people, you know, when it comes to Phil is just...
They're all gonna laugh at you!
Yeah, pretty much.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
Yeah, pretty much. They're all gonna laugh at you. And it's low-hanging fruit, to be quite honest with you. Jay was like, why would you want to crap on him? It's just like low-hanging fruit. Like, anybody does it. And then you're just going to be, you know, part of the detractor community and stuff. And like, I go, yeah, but shout-outs to Duty. I enjoy Duty streams and stuff like that. And I watch his content. I'm a regular in his, especially when I'm off on Mondays and Tuesdays when he does his, that meaningful podcast. I'm in there and I joke around and stuff like that. And I clown on certain people in there and stuff like that. You know, it's fun. You know, but at the same time, it's like there's certain detractors that are just like, ugh, you know, I think you're taking it a little bit too far. Like today with Phil losing that sponsorship from that video game company, like, I mean, I get it, you know. Does he deserve to get any sort of sponsorship or because of the way he speaks about developers and stuff like that? No. But at the same time, you know, why do people have to be so... Well, again, I guess because of the legacy. And he hasn't left a good legacy. His YouTube legacy is one of begging and, you know, he's very narcissistic. He thinks that he's better than everybody, but yet you can see in his Let's Plays, he is just terrible. Like, I can't say that he's a terrible gamer. Like, he's good at Souls games. And even like fighting games. I'm not gonna lie. Now, current fighting games, I can understand the frustration that he goes through with certain things. But at the same time, a lot of the pro players, they learn and they adapt the pattern play, and they don't stick to an old school fighting mentality. If you got to do the pattern play, you do the pattern play. Again, you're playing online against other people. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, you made it to Master Rank. Congratulations. Are you going to win the Capcom Pro Tour? No, because you even said it yourself. You're not into that sort of life anymore. It put you into debt. Mind you, WWE champions put them into debt. Among other things. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Bloodwave does it. Yeah, well, don't get me going on Boogie, too. And, again, I know One's also is, he moderates, well, let's say this, because, again, I don't want to, next, you know, the trolls are going to come after me. He takes care of Wings of Redemption. And, to be quite honest with you, I like Wings. Okay, like, what happened with, like, what he did with his wife at Fat Camp? Okay, yeah, it's not the best look, but as a person, I wouldn't mind. I would be deathly afraid to play any sort of Call of Duty or Battlefield with him or anything like that, because he is very, very, very competitive. He is super competitive, and I play games casually. You know, I'll admit it. I play games casually, so that's the way I look at things. You know, but I mean, I would love to actually talk and get to know Jordy and stuff like that. You know, but Boogie, no. Keemstar, no. Could you imagine if Keemstar watches this stream and be like, yeah, I think you're perfect for Locale Live. I'm like, bro, I'm not a Discord mod. You know, and you got OnlyFans girls, and I'm single. Destroy sacrificial flesh. Where's the last one? Did I miss one? Jeez. I hate when I miss. I need my axe. And you know what the funny... now going back to, like, Boogie. I used to watch some of his stuff, and I'm like, oh, this guy, you know... got a great outlook on life, even though, you know, he's been dealt a crappy hand and, you know, he's not in the best shape of his life and stuff like that. But, you know, he's basically turned into like the Mr. Rogers of like YouTube. And then you get to know him and the docs come out and this and that. And you're like, this guy's a piece of shit. You know, like seriously. But again, he's got some serious issues, you know, and he's older than me. So I will admit though, I would love to have an idea of like sitting online with Wings to do some sort of not Wings with Boogie to do an interview while playing online a game of Magic, because I know how much he loves Magic. And he would probably teach me Magic because I'll admit, I collect a lot of Magic cards. I have it downloaded on my PC. Do you think I know how to play it? Really? I have an understanding of it. But like to ask me to build certain decks and what's deck legal and, you know, what cards are banned, what cards I can use, you know, commander decks, you know, things like that. You know, I do have my Final Fantasy starter decks and stuff like that. And I recently just wasted a lot of money buying the Spider-Man, because again, the Costco, they had the Spider-Man like packs for like $50, where you get like 6 packs, a bunch of lands, and I think you get Miles Morales, you know, as a specialty reward for buying it from Costco. So, like, all right. But ask me to actually play Magic. Okay, yeah, I know about, you know, certain cards, like, you know, I know about Black Lotus and stuff like that, like, you know. But that's why one of my friends, you know, wants me to get into Pokemon. I'm like, but Pokemon came out when I was like, I just turned 20. And I was like, nah, I ain't feeling Pokemon. I don't feel Pokemon, you know. Even as a collector, like to collect cards and be like, okay, you need to get, you know, if you get these and this and that, you're going to make a lot of money. Same with like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that, you know. For me, you know, card collecting and stuff like that was like hockey cards, baseball cards, things like that. Like, especially hockey cards. Here up in Canada, like, oh my God. Hockey cards used to be like $1 a pack with that stale-ass bubble gum. Those OPG packs, they were great. And then eventually when Upper Deck came around, it was like, holy jeez, they're like $3 a pack. I think I still have a few Upper Deck cards, but the other thing is, oh, I'm going to save them for like 30 years and stuff like with some of my comics. And then you find out that, yeah, while some are worth a lot of money, the ones that you have are worth, you know, the gum that basically came in the pack. I'm just rambling on. I'm trying to keep you all entertained because this part of the game is like taking way too long. I didn't think it was going to be this long. Defeat Malgoth. Yeah, if I can get to him. You know, I'd like to get to him. You know, my audience is getting a little bored here. People are texting me saying, like, you know, they could see my underwear. Malacas. Sorry, the Greek just came out there. Yeah, I do speak Greek. You know, not fluent stuff, but it's there. Of course, sends the blood wave the wrong way. It goes the wrong way. That's fine. Nope. Don't want to die. I'm kind of upset because I wanted this to be a deathless run, and unfortunately, but again, the win of the stream, we made it to Torment 1. Thank you. And again, when we come back, again, I'm going to be working on my character on other days, you know. I may... Nah, I can't. Because I can't log on, or else I would have taken it to work on... Because, again, I'm working Christmas Day. And I would have taken it to play it on my Steam Deck. But, unfortunately, you need to be online to play Diablo, and I don't want to use up all my Wi-Fi. No, the work Wi-Fi actually doesn't work. It blocks out video game like websites and services and stuff like that. So I can't log on to Steam. I can't log on to anything. I can't play any games. Like even offline games that you need to sign in before you can play. Like, nope, can't do that. So that sucks. Which way am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go up this way. Just making you feel. How do you think I feel? I'm old, but young at heart. Forever young. Why is it so dark out? Why am I going blind? Oh, it's these things. Why did you put Decrepify again when... Die. Just die. What's the lanterns? You know what else I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for to see if Butcher's gonna come. Be like, meet the Butcher. I think I can handle him. Oh, this is Malgoth, whatever his name is. Turn on the light. Where's the other one? Turn that on. I'll kill him now in one shot. Told you. One shot. Enter the unknown portal. Why do I want to enter the portal? Why am I entering this portal? What in the world is it? I'm taking any chances. Get a blow. Luke, you know what else I'm wishing that they would put in this game? We need a cow level. I need more cows. Like, if you know, you know. I need cows. Lots of cows. Well, I appreciate that you think that I'm doing great. Again, it's going to take time. I also want to work out my stream, make sure that it looks better, so I can entertain you all with my riveting gameplay or commentary or whatever I decide to do. I'm even interested in maybe doing, like, you know, like a cooking show. Just sit there and, you know, set up a camera in the kitchen and cook for a joke. You know, I don't have to worry about where people, you know, as long as I think, who cares? A small enough apartment, you can pretty much see where I live, you know. It'll be funny. You know, it'll either be really, really good or it'll be like Griselda, you know, epic fail. Cauldron, cauldron, boiling bubble. Cauldron, cauldron. That's an old Canadian television show reference. If you know the horrible, what is it? No, the hilarious House of Count Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Whatever. It had Vincent Price in the damn show, and it was hosted by a guy named Billy Van. It's a classic in Canada. Hilarious. He grew up on that show. It was like one of the weirdest kids shows you'll ever see. They were on some heavy drugs when they were doing that show. Straight up. Look it up if you can. Oh, those! Look at those things, man! Get out! Look at those. Come on, give me a blood wave back. There you go. Bye-bye. Jesus. Stop with those friggin' axes. Those are killers. Those will take you right out. You're not careful with the poison on it? Look at it. And those don't help either when the grounds get all poisoned. Blood wave. I love when I launch it, I just say it. Blood wave. Thank you. Oh. Oh, I got something unlocked. Really? Come on, dude. Let's go. The way it's going on right now, I may just finish this and then call it a night for the stream. And again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody that's been here. You know, and again, thanks for ones for tipping $2. You didn't have to do that. Again, I'm not asking for money or anything like that. I shouldn't have even really mentioned it, but I really want to. Again, he talked me off the ledge because I was like, I don't know if I can do this. You know, am I good enough? Do I have the voice? Do I have the look, the charisma? You know, are women gonna find me sexy? You know, that whole thing. I don't know if there's any women. Are there any women watching? Be nice. Okay. How many more of these do I have to destroy? Now, to be quite honest, am I going to be able to go back and watch myself as I stream and stuff like that? Probably not. I'd be like, no. Maybe if I have a couple of funny moments and stuff like that, maybe, but no. I need to get a better camera first. Like, I mean, my camera does 1080p at, I believe, 30 frames, but I've noticed with no filters. And again, I haven't set up my lights and stuff like that either. You know, if I do that, it probably look better. I'm not sure. But again, it's a work in progress. I may not stream until next week, though. That's the whole thing. Because, of course, with the Christmas holidays and stuff like that, I got a lot of running around to do. And I do have a daytime job. And this Christmas is going to be a little busy for Bammers. That's also my nickname. That's why I go by my other channel is Bammers for Bam. But that's just for me to watch content. That's not me to stream or anything like that. This channel is my streaming channel. You know, my other channel, when I'm like watching Rich and Jay or any other streamer or anything like that, that's Bammers for Bam. That's the one that's got the YouTube Premium. So I don't have to deal with ads and stuff like that. This one, unfortunately, I don't think... I don't know if I can afford to pay, like, you know, ads for this one right now. Not that I'm poor or anything like that, but, you know, I don't want to waste the money for, you know, when I don't use this channel. Like, other than streaming and, like, going through YouTube Studio and stuff like that, I don't really use this channel to watch, like, anything. My other channel, if you want to call it a channel, like I said, it's my viewership channel. That's like me just, you know, sitting back and relaxing and just watching, you know, the streamers and the content creators. I may do some stuff with like not stuff with, but like to watch like ETA Prime and stuff like that, because a lot, like I said, I enjoy a lot of tech stuff too. Am I like the smartest guy when it comes to tech? No. You know, like yeah, I built my computer, but you know, my computer was built by a work colleague of mine who unfortunately passed away. You know, and while I have a pretty good idea and to build another PC again and stuff like that, the fact that RAM prices are $500. $500 for RAM. DDR5 RAM, $500. Are you sick in the head? It's almost as much as a video card. Like, are you... No, I am not spending that kind of money. The problem is my processor is an old processor. It's a friggin' Ryzen 5 3600. Now I can go to a Ryzen 7 58 X 3D, and it'll be good for another year or two. But after that, no. I wanted to build a new PC. I was like, okay, you know, I'll get a bonus from work and stuff like that. I'm gonna build a new PC. RAM is $500. Like, let that sink in. It needs to burst, you know. But there's other bigger pandemics and stuff like that. Like food prices, really need to go down. You know, it's ridiculous. Like I'm a single, you know, single male, you know, living on my own. I shouldn't have to be spending $200 to $300 on groceries for myself. Now you could turn around and say, yeah, you're good for 2 weeks because you're just eating for yourself and stuff like that. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. It's not. Ask Jay. JKB, by the way, for anybody wondering. I got to put his channel in my description to be like, guys, shout out JKB and stuff like that. Again, without J and ones, and especially links, but again, I would love to promote her and her business. She does a lot of the 3D printing and stuff like that. She used to paint them before on stream, you know, on Twitch, but I really don't want to talk about her business, but, you know, she hasn't been feeling well lately, and, you know, I feel for the girl. But again, I'm like forever grateful for what she's done for me. Like, again, a lot of people are like, well, yeah, but the views only have like 20, 30 views, but you have to understand, it was during a time where we were playing during COVID, like, with, like, the friends, like, that I'm playing with on those streams, if you ever end up watching any of those DayZ content and stuff like that, those are, like, my childhood friends. Like, I've grown up with these guys. You know, I've known them for a better part of, like, 20, and one of them almost, like, 30 years. You know what I mean? And, you know, there was that era of uncertainty about, like, COVID and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, maybe it was a big hoax and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But, again, I'm not getting into conspiracy theories. I'm not saying anything. But, you know, at the time, you know, it was very scary and stuff. And the fact that I remember when we actually got to meet up that one time after when restrictions, they weren't thing, but they eased a lot. And it was like, oh my God, been like over a year, you know, I never thought I would, like, it was literally like one of those things like, I love you, man. I don't know if I was going to see you again and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And especially the older you get, you know what I mean? You know, you value your friendship, but of course, because of life and stuff like that, they become busy. You become busy, you know, relationships, you know, things like that. You know, now me, I'm single and stuff like that. But, you know, my other friends, you know, were either in relationships or are in relationships and stuff. And, you know, it was never easy. And again, we just pulled out of it. And like I said, when I lost that channel, I was like, God damn, you know, I never got to save those videos. Because I'm one of those guys that likes to collect old gameplay videos that I had like with my PS4, I had like a external capture card. It was an AverMedia one. It shot at like 1080p at like 30 frames, which again, not the best in the world and stuff like that. But I would record a lot of my gameplay, but the DayZ stuff, it was all streamed live, and I only had like certain amount of gameplay videos from DayZ, and the rest were on my channel. And when I lost the channel, I was like, oh man. I'm just happy. Like I said, I even told her, I go, you did an invaluable for me for that, and forever I will be grateful to you, Lynx. Thanks, Lynx. I hope that you start. Her statues are great, by the way. If you ever watch, if you've ever seen her, or you've seen her 3D statues, she does really, really good work. I always told her I was gonna buy one and stuff like that. Then she tells me the price, and I'm like, ooh, okay, I gotta save a pretty penny and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, when food prices and things like that are like $200 to $300, you know, like, no disrespect, like, you know, to spend that kind of money on a statue, I gotta eat. I'm also a diabetic, unfortunately. So again, Yeah. Even though, you know, that's just, you know, me being stupid when I was younger and I just didn't take care of my body and I was working a lot of night shift jobs. You know, sucks. Something I got to live with. But it's also hereditary from the family, so... Anyways, I don't want to talk too much about family.
We're gay!
Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, PPP. This is taking a lot longer than I want it to take. Like, come on. Whatever. I mean, we'll get it done as long as people are watching and, you know, you don't necessarily need to be engaging, but as long as you're watching, even if you're troll watching, it doesn't bother me, you know. Again, Rome wasn't built in a day. These things take time. You know, the goal is to get at least 20 people to watch right now. That's going to be like 20 concurrent. You know, that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is eventually maybe migrating to either do a dual stream on Kick or Twitch. Quick. For a person that I'm supposed to have a radio voice, it's kind of failing. Jeez. Also, I'm still debating, do I want to do long-form videos and stuff like that? Again, I don't want to push myself too far, you know? Because, again, I do have a daytime job. But I'm also at the point in my life where it's like, you know, if I can have something to fall back on and have some sort of, like, you know, community and, you know, not necessarily mooching off of them or anything like that, but some sort of passive income. So I can make my, you know, retirement days, you know, a little bit easier and nicer. You know, not really have to worry about things. I don't want to invest in RSPs. Anyways, I'm getting to talking too much. That price of food is insane. Like I said, I was thinking about buying an OLED TV and stuff like that, and I'm like, do I really need it? Do I really need it? I don't think I need it. Travel to the bastion of darkness. Okay, I'm hoping we're getting close to be done with this part. And that could be the stream. But again, once again, thank you very much for watching. I'm not ending it just yet. I'm not going to leave you all in limbo. I think a good 2 hours is a good starting point, you know. And again, it'll be live and on demand for y'all to watch. And eventually, again, I am going to wait for the holidays to pass, and we'll definitely be doing a stream soon. And I'll let everybody know in Jay's, in One's, and in Rich's Discord. Again, I don't know if I'm ready to begin my own Discord and, you know, and stuff like that. I know One said that he would be more than happy to help out. But One's is like so many he's in like so many other people's servers, you know, taking care of their stuff. It's like I really don't want to like really push One's to do more than what he's already done. And he's done a lot. Like I said, I appreciate everything that he's done. You know, if it wasn't for him and Jay, I know I'm like I keep repeating myself. They did a solid. Everybody who's helped me, I appreciate you and I thank you. And, you know, I just hope that I do right by you and I do you guys proud. That's it. Like I said, I'm I'm very appreciative of where I'm at now, and would I like to grow and become bigger? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Who doesn't stream to, you know, now? Do I want to come to levels, like I said, like Asmongold or any of those? I don't know. I don't know. At my age and stuff like that, it's like, then it'll turn into like an episode of Entourage. You know what I mean? I can't stand influencers though sometimes. Like, I was recently watching, yeah, Runs is a good man. You know? A little gay for my taste though, but.
We're gay!
Yep. Where's this other light? I need to illuminate or else I'm going to be like fighting in the dark. And it's not good for the stream. You know, people are going to be like, hey, we can't see. Really? Come on. I'm happy that at least this thing, it comes back relatively quickly. With the blood wave, it doesn't take long. It says 30 seconds, but then the more critical hits I get, the faster the countdown goes. Next thing you know, blood wave. And it shoots 3 of them. You know. I think I know it. Oh, this will probably get me demonetized, but whatever. Not what you think. Don't worry. It's not what you think. You know. Oh. I have to stand in here? I think what I'm going to do is every time I'm about to do a blood wave, I'm going to... Oh, jeez. That's not good. I don't like that. Here's the thing. Light it. Come on. What are you doing? Gotta get back to this thing. I think I'm supposed to charge this thing up. Like I said, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I wanted to do more pits and hell tides and stuff like that. Oh, here's the boss. I can't even see. Oh, he didn't last very long. And this is all on Torment 1. Jeez. The build is coming along nicely. Castle lights are growing dim. I try to have a good sense of humor, especially in life. You only live once. And trust me, it's easy to get depressed. And it's easy to, you know, let the world put you down and, you know, you feel down and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're above ground. Life is good. Life is good. Now, is there shit that, you know, needs to be fixed and stuff like that? Yeah, of course. But any day above ground's a good day. Just remember that. You know, I guess Ones has a quote, you know, be happy with yourself, you know, and with others and stuff like that. Me, it's more like any day above ground's a good day and just appreciate it. There's not a, like, there, especially now, at one point I didn't really appreciate, like, certain things. Not that I was, like, you know, it was like doom and gloom or anything like that. But, you know, there was things going on, personal, that, you know, affected me in a certain way. And, I just went outside and took a deep breath of air. And it was just like, you know what? This feels good, you know. I don't need to worry about anything. I have to stay here till this thing charges and, of course, you know, get zapped. Charges so I can kill the damn boss. Life is too short. Like I said, I'm turning 18 and it's just like, damn, where did the time go? You know, I was just a little whippersnapper. Now I'm 18. Why did I hit that? And of course I send the blunt wave the wrong way. Come on. Oh, okay. Corpse explosion. Yeah, I guess what's going to happen in a few seconds. Give me that critical hit. Oh, that doesn't help. I'm about to bust. There you go. I busted. If you know what the reference is, you're sick. You're a sick individual. Now you're going to turn to me and say, well, how do you know about it? I go, because I know about the memes. You know, like the Zoom calls where all of a sudden, I'm about to bust. Not the actual videos. Those are horrifying. Well, I mean, unless you're ones.
We're gay!
Terrible. I'm terrible. I think after this, I deserve some water after this. Jeez. I guess that this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I'm about to bust. I'm busting. Anyway. I don't want to get demonetized. Like I said, I at least have kept it, you know, relatively clean when it came to my language. I haven't been swearing or anything like that, which is always good. Where's the lantern? I can't see. You guys can't see enough. Nothing. I can't see nothing. Blood wave. How many more of these do I have to friggin' get to? Oh, no. Gotta go to the shadows of the Colosseum. Well, hopefully this is it. Oop, that didn't. That. Oh. Get out of here. Really? None of this stuff is working? Come on. Did I light that thing? Okay. I do wish, you know, the key for me is, like I said, in Diablo, throughout all the seasons, I always get busy and I never make it to Torment 4. This season, I am like, I want to, at least with one character, either this one or the Paladin, whenever I buy Lords of Hatred, I want to get to Torment 4. But Blizzard, while I appreciate everything that you're doing and the game is getting better and it's at a much better state than what it was at launch, we need more Torment levels. You know, we need the game to be like stupid hard. You know, a certain friend of mine wants to play it in hardcore, you know, because he's insane. I'm not there yet. One day. If I have the right build and stuff and, you know, I understand the system mechanics for the season and stuff like that, and I don't get, like, one-shotted, you know, that was what happened last season, is I went to do an activity on my own, I got one-shotted, and it was like, oh! Ah, I was heartbroken.
Boo this man!
Yeah, pretty much. Boo this man. Can this be the end, please? Can I fight the boss? Finally. Okay, I'm gonna wait out these next 8 seconds because I need to bust, if you know what I mean. Oh, are you serious? Ugh. Yeah, let's do this in the dark. There's 3 of you. Oh, isn't that lovely? Blood wave. I'm about to bust. Oh, it's only 2. That was 3. That sucks. I'm trying to make this like friggin' Elden Ring. You know what I mean? Yeah. You didn't last very long. New ability points have unlocked. Season main. Go to claim. Maybe I don't want to claim them. The fact that it took me over an hour to do that, that was ridiculous. And all I got were a couple of caches. Like, seriously. Like, chat, we've been doing that activity for what? A little over an hour? And all I got were 2 caches. 2 caches. Now, at the same time, I'm sure other things have been unlocked, which I will look into it off stream. But the fact that I had to sit there and go through that, and you all had to sit there and suffer. Well, I hope you weren't suffering. You get what I mean. Yeah. Not that I'm a coward. I just don't like when I try to put the work in and then all of a sudden, you know, I've noticed though in Diablo 2 that it was a lot easier in hardcore because once you knew what a build was all about and you went in and you built that build, you're pretty much guaranteed. Like Wings. Wings continues to play Diablo 2. I believe he still has his druid and it's at level 99 and he plays hardcore. You know. And he's playing it, I believe. Is he playing it on Hell? I think he is playing it on Hell. Again, I wish Ones was here. He would probably let me know exactly. But I believe he plays on Hell mode, which is like tough. Again, but with seasons in Diablo now, like with Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, especially I noticed though in Diablo 4, because they keep adding new mechanics or new seasonal mechanics that change over time. You know, the same thing that was in Season 11 is not going to be in Season 12, just like certain things in Season 10 and 9 and 8, especially when it comes to power leveling or how to, like, fix your gear and stuff like that. It's not the same. But to go into a hardcore build and you don't really know how to level up or anything like that, it's like, it's suicide. Let me open up these caches, by the way. And then I'm going to call it a night. Again, I thank you guys for staying, you know, or anybody that's watching this on demand and have watched it this far. I appreciate you all. I hope to give you more content in the future, you know. And again, I'm not asking for anything but your view and coming by and saying hello once in a while. Again, I appreciate you all. Not ending it just yet, but I am going to end it soon once I open up this last cache. That's it. Jesus. Oh, I still need to go to the thing to do the, let me go to Kill Shed. Sorry, it's, again, another thing of the OCD, whenever I end a stream or whenever I end a gameplay in Diablo, I always go back to Kyovashad. Even though technically it's not your home base, it is the big first town that you discover in Diablo 4. So, like, I always like coming here. Everything's here. Okay, let me see what Heavenly Forge. I haven't even gone to tempering yet. I'm going to wait till I get to, like, Torment 4 and I have the gear that I want before I start tempering. Divine Favor. Grants some much experience. Okay. Is it enough that... Hold on. Let me open up this cache as well. Probably doesn't. Just Citadel coins? What's this? Oh, okay. It's not enough for Dead. What a fail. See what season things I've unlocked. Oh. Claim the rewards. Absolutely. Let me fix my season's blessing. Boost your chance for ancestral cash to appear when turning in whispers. Now the next ones are going to be the Reckoning Calamity. Beautiful. So season 4. Yes, give me that. Well, I'm going to open up these caches and then think. I keep saying I'm going to leave, but the game keeps holding me hostage. I want to see if it drops anything. Ooh. You booze from the gallery. What do we have here? No. What else? Oh, some heavenly sigils. Lovely. Used to restore 30% of health drops, health potions for nearby players. Oh, I got some elixirs. Reptile Eyes of Belial. Lovely. Something ancestral just dropped. What's this? Each time one of your men is damaged and energy, you get 18%. Nah. Not for this build, unfortunately. I'm not going to break it down. I'm just going to store it. Lovely. Boneweed, trees of explosive mist, blood mist, triggers quartz explosion. Lovely. Just break down these two things, and I am going to call it a stream. Right. Let's go right to the face cam. I must say, for a first-time stream, I think I did all right. Am I perfect? No. Do I have things that I need to work on? Absolutely. I just appreciate that all of you all decided to come by and spend a little bit of time with you. And there's going to be one tradition that I'm going to add on to the stream. I do have Rich's clap on my soundboard, but I'm only going to be using the clap when I'm ending my stream, and I'm only going to hit it once. I know that Rich has somebody in his chat that does a counter, and sometimes he hits over 100 and stuff like that. For me, when I end my stream as a tribute to somebody who motivated me to start streaming, I hope Kino Casino doesn't see this, because you know what they're going to turn around and say? We're gay! Yeah, pretty much. So, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, or if you're working that day or thing, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your friends, be there for everybody. I hope to see you before the new year. I probably will do a stream maybe on the 29th. I'm hoping. I don't want to schedule anything, but fingers crossed the 29th. I hope to see you all there. I'm going to work with Ones. I'm going to work with Jay to make sure that I can get this chat thing rolling, maybe even text to speech and things like that. You know, that's all I need now. Oh my God. But again, thank you very much. Oh, man, I'm turning into Phil. My name is Vabam. I appreciate you for watching. Give it a like, subscribe. I'll see you soon.